Ashley here. So, since I'm on my period, we're going to be talking about periods today. Alright, so there are a couple misconceptions about periods. I know a lot with guys have a lot of issues with this, and they think certain things happen to girls when they're on their period. We're going to try and fix some of these things. And so, I went online and looked up at some of the most common period myths. We're going to debunk them today. Alright, so here we go. You can't go swimming when you're on your period. Okay. So, first of all, what do you think tampons are for? I personally don't use tampons. They scare me. You can get horrible, bad things happen to you. Anyways, so, what do you think professional swimmers do when they're on their period? Do they just, not go to their meet because, oh, sorry, I'm on my period. I can't go in the water. Bullshit. Alright, number 2. You should stay away from sex when you have your period. Well, it depends on the couple, I guess. Whoops. Depends on the couple. If they don't mind the mess, want to lay a towel down, okay. But use protection, I mean, duh. You don't want to be pregnant when you don't want to be. Hello. Next. You can lose your virginity to a tampon. Well, I've heard that people have broken their hymen with a tampon, but, I don't know about taking your virginity. According to this site, your virginity is a status that can only be lost by having intercourse, so there you go. Alright, exercise is bad for you when you have your period. Well, I don't exercise at all, except for dancing, but I don't go out of my way to go lift weights or whatever. But normally, it's a good thing. It releases those happy endorphins, which I have never gotten to the point of getting, that make you feel good. And yeah, I've heard that it actually does help. And according to this site, it says exercising is almost always good for you. If you have cramps during your period, exercise is actually the most effective cure. So go out and exercise. Okay. Next one. You cannot get pregnant when you have your period. So, for this, it says, this is how you get pregnant. Any egg is released from the ovaries. An egg. Sorry, I can't read. Period. An egg is released from the ovaries. If sperm enter, they swim upstream looking for the egg. If you're lucky, depending on how you look at it, of course, the sperm fertilizes the egg, making you pregnant. Since it's possible for ovulation, there we go, to occur during your period, it is possible for you to get pregnant when you have your period. Next one. Your period comes every 28 days. No. Sometimes you skip a period. Sometimes you skip 2. Sometimes you have 2 periods in a row. Periods vary all over the damn place. And it is not something that you can just expect to have happen every single... Stop flying, plane! Hold on. I'll wait. Okay. Periods aren't a perfect science. They don't happen every single 28 days, like this says. It can be affected by stress, traveling between time zones, strenuous activity, illness, drastic, I just made a new word, drastic weight change, and not eating well. So, it does not happen every 28 days. You lose a lot of blood during your period and should therefore rest a lot. It looks like a lot of blood, but apparently you only lose about 4 tablespoons of blood during your period. While I think this varies depending on if you have a heavy or light flow, supposedly 4 tablespoons. This next one is kind of gross. Don't wash your hair when you have your period. What does your vagina have anything to do with your hair? Ew. Anyway, moving on. Number 9. What some... Can't speak. Some types of food are bad for you when you have your period. I've heard that some foods can make your cramps worse when you're on your period, but not. Yeah. Anyways, like fatty foods and greasy foods, it's saying that anything that you eat normally, you can eat on your period, but healthy food is healthy food for a reason. Alright, moving on. So, another misconception that I've had guys tell me, and some girls, that if you... girls are always angry on their period, or if a girl is angry, she must be on her period. Excuse me. Alright, let me sum this up for you. Go to your kitchen, grab a fork. Okay, got the fork? Stab it into your abdomen, twist around your intestines for a week. Maybe up to 10 days. That is what a period feels like to some girls. And you're asking us why we may or may not be irritable? Yeah. Anyways, and just because a person is angry doesn't automatically mean a girl's on her period. Why can't I have emotions other than what when I'm on my period? Excuse you. Another misconception that people have is that PMS doesn't exist. PMS is well, those symptoms that you get when you're on your period. Yes. There's a myth about this. PMS is all in the mind. This myth probably remains from the time when premenstrual syndrome was looked at as an imagined disease. However, modern medicine proves that this simply is not the case. It's for real, and as many as 85% of all women experience some sort of symptoms, whether it be just the blood and pain, blood, pain, and mood swings, or any combination of those and other things. It exists. Just because you are blessed with not having any symptoms other than blood doesn't mean we all don't. What are the misconceptions? Yes. Women can't rule the world because they'd go on their periods and start wars. Okay. So, women can't rule the world because of that reason, but men start wars over women, money, land, stupid crap. And you're saying that women can't rule the world? Because we'll get angry and start wars? A whole war was fought over women. Hello, Helen of Troy. Anyways. So, I think these are all of the things that I got for menstrual stuff. I'm probably going to have another one of these when my roommate is on her period, and she can also debunk some myths as well and put her 2 cents in. Anyways, I will see you next time.